Hello, hello, my lovely, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever time you're watching this video. I hope you're doing well. And if things are going as smoothly as you would like, remember that you are strong, you are capable, and better days are on the way. Keep pushing forward and always be kind to yourself along your journey. But in today's video, we're going to be diving into some amazing government job opportunities. I'll walk you through how to navigate the site to find positions that might interest you. And we'll also go over maybe a position or two just to give you an idea of what's available out there. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. This is the website usajobs.gov. Make sure gov is at the end of it, and that way you'll know that it is a government site. From here, you'll see find your federal job opportunity. So you can type in keywords and you can type in location. So for some of you, you can type in your actual location, or you could just type in remote, which we would do here. And then we'll click here for search. So this is what will come up. Do not let it scare you because I know it is a lot of information. And then if you want to look up, maybe you're someone that's looking for something in IT, or just maybe someone that's looking for something in human resources. So let's type in human resources. And you can type in a specific position, but I would just go with the overall human resources. And then it's going to tailor it to what you're looking for. So right now they do have 13 positions that are remote that are human resources. Keep in mind this is government. So anything government, you will be able to most likely find a job within that agency. So for instance, right here you may see U.S. Army Civilian Human Resource Agency. And then you may scroll down and you'll see Office of Human Resource Management, which is another agency, a part of the government. And then you have Defense Human Resource Activity, Veterans Health Administration, so on and so forth, okay? So from here, if you want to take out, okay, I don't know if I want to just do human resources. Let's take that out the equation. We still have 112 jobs that are remote. But if you go alongside here, you can exclude remote jobs, and then it'll take you to even more positions, which is 3,744 positions. So because my channel is mainly mostly remote roles, I want to go with what we're going to be discussing. So only remote right here as far as what job you're looking for. So it's going to only show remote jobs. So we could do that. And then here it says appointment type. These are just the kind of position you're looking for, whether it's a permanent, temporary. Me personally, I will look for permanent. I'm sure most of you are probably looking for permanent as well, which will bring it down to 57 positions that's available, which is still good. And then it goes to the department and agency, right? So here you have department, you have agency. Now it goes from A through Z. You can either look it up this way, or you can just click here and click agency and it'll go this way. Just depending on how you want to look at it. If you want to click on each one, you can, and it'll bring up all the different departments. So for instance, you have the Armstrong Flight Research Center. You have Centers for Disease and Control. You have Defense Human Resource Activity, Deputy Assistant, Employment and Training, Food and Drug Administration. You have so many different departments within the government. So if you know of any government positions that you want to work for, or departments rather, or agencies, you may be able to find it here. You can work for the IRS, the Inspector General, Patent and Trade, or you can just look it up solely by the department, Department of Army, Department of Commerce, Department of Defense. You have General Service Administration, Department of Justice, Department of Labor, whatever you can think of, it's probably here on this list, okay? So we're just going to leave that as is. Then hiring path. Me personally, I'm going to look for roles that are just open to the public, because they do have roles that specifically just for, that's competitive. They have some that's just for people that are veterans, military spouses, and you'll be able to see that here. So if any of those apply to you, you just want position specifically for those hiring paths, you can pick that. But today we're going to select open to the public, which brings it down to 9 jobs. However, keep in mind, we do have it just keyword showing as human resources, okay? So we're going to scroll down. We're going to keep that as is. Then location. If you were to pick maybe your state, say you stay in Georgia, Then they may offer telework where you'll go in some days and you'll work from home some days. You can pick offer telework. And that will open up more opportunities for you if you're willing and open to going into the office, okay? And then mission critical career field, I wouldn't worry too much about that, but you can select STEM if that applies to you. Pay range, if you know you're someone that's looking for a minimum with what, let's say 80,000, you can alter everything right here. Okay, but we're going to leave it at a minimum of 0, all right? Because we are looking for roles for people that may not have experience, and then some of you may have experience. Okay, so position sensitivity and risk. So some of these positions are high risk, some of them are non-critical and sensitive. You can pick what you feel may work best for you here. Security clearance, some jobs do require you to have a security clearance. If you don't want to have a security clearance, you can put not required, all right? But we're going to leave that as is as well. Then you have series for different codes or different jobs that one may have told you to go on here and look for. You could just click that one right here if needed, okay? But we're going to just keep it as is. And then travel percentage. If you're someone that may not really want to travel too much in your role, you might want to pick 25% or less. And if you would like to travel, you'll put occasional travel, all right? And then for the work schedule, are you someone that want to work full-time, part-time? And you will pick that from there. So I hope that explained things for you all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out human resources, okay? We're going to take that out of the equation. And then it brings us to 69 government jobs that are available. Now here you can sort by closing date, the agency, department, or location, or salary. So let's click salary. Let's go by descending, and it's going to give you the highest payroll to the lowest, okay? So these are just some of the roles that they do have. And you can take a look here. And we're just going to scroll down, scroll down. All right. Now, this is the government, so they are going to get all up in your business. So if this is something that interests you, just make sure you're being open and honest on your application, because if not, they will find out anyways. It's the government, all right? So just to kind of go over a role, just to kind of see what they may be looking for. I love human resources, so let's look into human resources, okay? Let's do search. Let's see here. Let's take out this here. Let's remove all the filters, all right? So we're going to remove all the filters. We're going to type in human resources, and it's going to bring us to 3,856 jobs. We're going to go here, only show remote positions. We're going to only show in permanent positions, all right? And those will be the only few things that I personally would change on here. I don't know if I would want to travel, so I would put not required, because typically if somebody's looking for remote, they probably don't want to travel, okay? So let's kind of go with this role. Let's select this one. So human resource specialist for the Department of Interior National Park Services. The summary of the role: National Park Service Talent Management Group is hiring. They're specialized in managing and executing comprehensive hiring processes, collaborating closely with hiring managers to assess staffing requirements for job specifications, specialized experience, and criteria for ideal candidate selections. They build and post job announcements, determine applicant qualifications, and knowledge, skills, and abilities. And here, you would click on here. You can learn more about the agency, which I always tell people to do. Kind of do your own due diligence and do your own research to kind of know what you're getting yourself into. And if they may ask you companies or questions on why do you feel you'll be a good candidate for here, or what made you apply here, you want to be able to look into their site, find out their background, and see how it aligns with your personal values and beliefs, all right, and your experience. So this job is open to, it'll say here, federal employees, veterans, military spouses, all these individuals. So we're going to go back here because, hey, this is not open to the public. So we're going to go back here, as I told you before. We're going to go back to our results, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to select, give me 1 second. It's normally an option. So let's clear our filters again, all right? And then we're going to do open to the public. And then we're going to do only show remote jobs. And then, okay, we have those here. And I believe that we pick permanent positions as well. And location, we don't need to worry about that. Appointment type, permanent. So it's going to bring us back down to these, okay? So let's click on, let's see. Let's take out human resources again out the equation. And let's maybe do, let's see what we have available. Let's go with investigator. Let's do that one. And this one is with the U.S. Public Health Service position within the Department of Homeland Security. And this job is open to the public, which is what you want to always look for, unless you already work for the government. So if you're a federal employee already, then those other positions would apply to you. But in this case, it does not. It gives the duties. They're looking for someone that in this role you will conduct prompt and impartial administrative investigations. You will track and calculate document time and cost of investigative activities. You will do judgmental failure. Can result in incomplete or ineffective investigation. So you have to make sure that you're very thorough. The conditions of employment will be all right here. You must be a U.S. citizen. You must successfully pass a background investigation and a drug screen. So, like I said, this is the government. They're going to get in your business. So do not lie because they will find out, okay? And you will mess up, possible positions in the future. These are just all the requirements that they're looking for. Keep in mind, this is not a position I'm telling you all about. I'm just kind of showing you how to navigate through the website. It shows you the benefits here. It'll tell you how you will be evaluated. You'll be evaluated for this job based on how well you meet the qualifications that I spoke about above. The required documentation for this, you have to have a cover letter, a letter of interest. Please include location preference here. Degrees placed under diploma and GED, professional license, additional professional certification. So your resume that you probably already have, you probably have to redo over because they do have specific requirements for how they want their resumes to look. If you're relying on your education to meet qualifications, education must be accredited by an accrediting institute recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. And then it shows you how to apply. And these are just the contact informations of who will be looking at your application, the recruiting department, and things and such. And then they'll have all the next steps here. And you could just read up on more like the Privacy Act, the financial new employee, reasonable accommodations, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a lot of roles within the government. Like I said, you can work for the IRS, you can work for Homeland Security. It's so many different revenues for you. So yeah, just take your time, as I told you before, just to kind of go through the website, scroll through, and see what may interest you. I have applied for jobs with the IRS as well. It does take some of them time to get back to you. And when one of them did get to me, it was kind of a little too late. I was already working somewhere else, but that's okay. Like I put in IRS, currently they don't have any positions that fit what I'm looking for, but you can also remove some of this stuff as well to make sure that it's suitable for what you're looking for. All right. Well, now, there are many channels out here that are highlighting remote jobs. I just kind of want to discuss this a little bit. It's just great to have, different options. We all may have like, feature similar roles. But each channel I feel like offers something unique. So just make sure you're supporting everyone channels that you follow for more opportunities. You'll discover so many different remote jobs from everyone. So it's all about maximizing your chances and finding the perfect fit. So, keep that in mind. But I wish you all nothing but the best of luck on your job search and beyond. Remember to take one step at a time, stay positive, and keep pushing forward. But if you found this video helpful at all, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay updated with more opportunities and tips. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, have a beautiful day. See you in the next video. Bye.